Hi guys, welcome to an episode of Cassava Fishing. As you can see, I'm in the kitchen. So as if you watched the last video, at the end of the last video, I asked if you guys want me to do a catch and cook with the fish that we caught. And quite a few of you said yes. So that's what we're going to go do today. It's going to be a catch and cook, Bachine, or lesser Barracuda, call it Sennet.
Wait a minute.
Here's a nice one.
Super thin line here, guys.
Oh,
Yeah, but I can ask you.
I guess you could blend it to that. Log it.
Oh, can I swoop?
That's a log.
We call it Bachine in Trinidad. It is one of my favorite fish to eat that we catch inshore in salt water. It's a very nice tasting sweet fish. And my favorite way to eat it, usually my wife prepares it, it's a stew fish. Now I'm going to do a slightly different version of stew fish. I mean, trying to make it a little healthier and add a couple of different ingredients. So this is the fish that you would have seen me packaged.
9 plus 9 is 18. 22, 16 by 22 is 22 inches long. So the bacon is just about 22 to the fork. A nice big log. And that's what we caught today. I love to eat bacon. It's the very easiest thing to clean. Scale him, gut him, take out the fins. And this one I go and steak him up and cook him in the pan to show you guys. Fishing in the shallows by the wreck. We had a good day. I think we caught about 14 or 15. So I took 3. Them fellas share up the rest. 1 bag for curry or stew. 1 bag for fish broth. And we nage. So now do the catch and cook. You'll see me cooking up this guy. Alright, so to get the steaks, I cut in like from the midsection of the bacon. I cut out some slices already. I think this could be the best part for the steaks. Not making it too thick. Should we go get them steaks after this one? Steak enough for me and wife? Check these steaks.
Is the bacon cut into slices about an inch, 3/4 inch to an inch thick. And I'm also going to eat it with some cassava. We're going to do a boil and fry cassava, we call it in Trinidad. So it's stew fish with cassava as a real fisherman's meal. If I had some more provisions, I might add in some more. This is a basic thing for dinner. I'm cooking for me and my wife. She might eat it with rice. So basically it's stew fish and cassava for me. And all the other ingredients I have here for the stew fish. If you can see this plate. It's a little bit different. I have some okra in there because Captain Loggy planted okra in his garden. And I got some from him, so I'm trying to use it out. And all the fresh seasoning, way too much here. If you can see all that. That's from my mother-in-law. She picked that in her own garden. Of course, we have bondanya or culantro and a host of other things. So the slightly different thing I'm going to do while you're making stew fish, the first step is basically to get the fish a light fry. So instead of just coating it with flour, I'm going to add some flaxseed meal to the flour, coating that and give it a light fry, then we're going to stew it. The process will seem pretty simple, and hopefully at the end of this video you can make it for yourself. So I'm going to get to coating the fish, seasoning the fish, frying it, and then we'll be stewing it. So stay tuned. Okay, so basically I just wash the fish with some lime. See how nice and white the meat is for the bacon. So I'm just going to season the fish now. For that, some salt. Don't put too much salt because you can always add salt to the end. Some JGM black pepper. Wife is not much of a fan of black pepper. I like my black pepper, so I don't put too much. Then we're going to add some JGM paprika. I have this fancy measuring thing here, so if you want to get, I'm going to put a 1/4 teaspoon, see how that will look. Maybe a next 1/4, like paprika. So a 1/4 and a 1/4 is a half if my maths is correct. And actually I have a half a teaspoon thing right here. So I'm going to put a half of the complete. Now this has salt in it as well, so that's why we went very sparingly on the salt. And that's it for now. We can always adjust, like I said, in the end. I'm just going to mix the fish up into these seasonings here. Make sure both sides are coated. Nice to bad. So all the fish seasoned coated. I'm gonna drop this in the fridge while I'm gonna cut up all those veggies and stuff. I'm not the fastest cutter upper, so I'll get a nice little 15 minutes to marinate, and then we'll get to doing the light fry. Now you wanna cut your veggies fairly chunky, as our real stew fish is. And of course the okra from Loggy, cutting out the top, the end, just cutting them in half. So that should be it for the veggies for the stew fish. Next up is to lightly fry the fish. I also have my water boiling for the cassava, so I'm going to throw it in the boiling water now, and I'll take maybe, cassava is cut pretty small, 15 to 20 minutes, maybe less, because depending on how small they cut it, but we'll check it and see. We don't want to get too soft, because remember we're boiling and then we're frying it lightly. Alright guys, so the next step, we're going to coat the fish. Like I said, I'm doing it slightly different from tradition. So we're going to coat it lightly in flour and flaxseed meal and give it a light fry. So I have say flour here, I'm going to add about half of it. And then we're going to add some of the flaxseed meal. It's not the flaxseed seeds itself, it's like actual, like a flour. You can see it. So we're going to add about the same amount of the flour. So it's 1 to 1. I'm just going to give it a quick mix around in the bowl. You could add seasonings to this if you want, but you don't have to because I seasoned the fish already and marinated a little bit. So this is a slightly healthier method-ish because you're still going to lightly fry it. And this thing, you're going to take each slice of fish and dip it on both sides. So you can see, lightly coated. Let me show you how we're doing it. Just dropping it in, then rolling it around until all of the fish is coated. And give it a couple knocks. Excess will fall off. It's going to continue like that for the rest of the fish. Alright, last one. A little trick when you're working with flour or any kind of batter is don't use too much. Like I just use half the flour and a little bit of flaxseed and put it in the bowl. Like if you need more after, you can always put more, but many times you're just putting too much in the bowl, a little bit end up wasting. So you see that half of the flour and a little bit of flaxseed, that was enough to coat all the fish. And just a little bit might remain back, not too much wastage. Well, it's looking good to eat, yes, so come on guys, it's raw, gotta fry it. Okay, so we have the frying pan, let's add in some olive oil to it. We're trying to go healthy. One thing my wife told me with the olive oil is make sure the heat is on low because it's a very low burning point. So that's gonna coat the pan. I'm just gonna like pan fry the slices. Like I said, the main thing for this frying process is to keep the fish together a little bit better. Shouldn't take too long to fry the fish slices. Like I said, it's 3/4 to 1 inch thick maximum. Any fish pieces clockwise, so remember how to turn them. This is not going to take very long to cook. Heat is just above low. I'll tell you one thing.
Recognize it?
Looking real good. Mad skills here guys. Maybe I try to cook these sides too because we're trying to use less oil as possible. So just get them on these sides for like 15 to 20 seconds. And that'll work. Alright guys, so that's it basically there. Fish won't take long to cook because it's thinly sliced, taking them off the heat. But it'll cook a little more in the stewing process. There isn't much oil, but still finish in a paper towel. to get any excess whatsoever. Wait, that looking real good. Check this out. You want to eat it there so, but we're going to one step further and making stew fish, guys. So next up, we're going to get this stew fish process started. Cassava done boil, so almost ready to eat. Okay guys, just for this stew sauce, this is the same bowl the fish was seasoned in. I'm going to be adding some ketchup. I would say about half a cup. Just a squirt of mustard. Squirt of soy sauce. A little bit of olive oil. Some water. You gotta adjust the water as you go along. You might add a little more. Just gonna mix this up. Already has some seasoning from before from the fish. If you're wondering about the fresh seasoning like the bandanya and saivan thing, I'll be putting that at the end when the fish is almost finished cooking. So you see this how it's looking here. You'll definitely need a little bit more because you have to cover the fish. So you're just gonna add back a little bit of ketchup again. At this point you can add any, if you want to add some spice, but I have a raw pepper there I'm going to put in when I'm sauteing the garlic and onions. But like I said, it's just to get started and we'll keep on adding as we go along. So in the pot, add in some olive oil again. Maybe about 2 tablespoons. It's fairly heated already. So to the oil, we're going to add some garlic, onion, pimento. It's on medium heat. I just want these to turn a little goldenish, as the wife likes to say, tender. Just adding a small piece of hot pepper. You can add more later on depending on how the taste goes. Right, and the next thing we're going to add first the veggies is the okra. Quick mix, fry up. Onions, pepper, tomato, pimento. Tomato has some moisture in it which will spring out a little bit, which will help you out in the process. So we just add a little bit of water. And we're covering down on low heat for these veggies to cook up a little bit. Okay, for just a minute of cooking, these guys should be tender. Quick mix, and we're going to add our sauce we made before and throw in the fish. Smells delicious, man. Am I a chef? Let's wait for this to come up to a boil, and then we place our fish in. Fish is more or less cooked, so it doesn't have to be much cooking time in here. Basically, just to absorb the sauce. But this looking real good. So as it comes to a boil, we'll put in the fish. Quick little turn around. Done. Finito. Oh, I forgot about the cassava. So in just a couple minutes, it has already come to a boil. We're just gonna taste it. This sauce it is for salt and pepper. Not the best taster, but you see how it goes. Could use a little salt. So now's the time to put just a sprinkle. I'm also going to put a little sprinkle again of the JGM complete with a little extra kick. Couple sprinkles of that. Quick mix. And the last step is to add the fish. So now the fish is in there. Just going to give it a slight turnover of each of the slices, and we're going to take off the heat. You don't want the fish to mash up. Your boy is not the best turnover offer.
But he trying. Or if you want extra richness, you could try a piece of golden right here, but no, that is not the healthiest thing. But it's looking real good. Smelling real good. The last thing is the chop up bandanya and side. Just gonna throw it in there now. I like to add the fresh seasoning last because it retains the fresh flavor. Switch off the stove and we're just gonna cover it for a couple minutes just to finish it off. Alright guys, let's take a look at it. It smells really good. The fish has still held its shape perfectly. That's what we wanted. So now we just have to finish out the cassava and we'll plate up some stew fish and cassava. Okay, so for the cassava, we did a quick boil and fry. We boiled it already. It's about 15 minutes. I overboil it a little bit because it's cut fairly thin. To that, I'm gonna add some of the complete seasoning. It's a quarter teaspoon. And I'm gonna make it a little garlic infused. So adding some garlic powder. A quarter teaspoon after that as well. A quick mix up inside there. So to the cassava, just add in some sliced onions. I don't know, I like cassava with onions in it. And in the frying pan, we're going to heat up some oil, some garlic, onion, and we're just going to give it a quick fry up. So that's about a teaspoon of olive oil into the pan. To the oil, we're just going to add some finely diced garlic, onion. That's basically the base of almost everything West Indian cooking. Garlic, onion, sometimes pimento. Quick saute, let the flavors come out. We add in just a little bit of butter. I'm going to add our cassava. No. Quick toss around. Another small piece of butter. And that's basically it for the cassava. I'm going to cover it for maybe 30 seconds. Switch off the stove. So I just covered it for about 30 to 45 seconds. That's just for the onions to get all soft. And the cassava is already fully cooked through, we boiled it. So this is time to add some flavor onto it. There we have it, the meal is finished. Stew fish with boil and fry, cassava, real fisherman food. I'll plate it up and you can see how it's looking on the plate. Chef de Kosem, watch your plating skills, to the center of the plate. I think it's serving size is not like them fancy restaurants you're going in. It's nice healthy serving size. One thing is it's not that neat. Some onions had to go here. No, tell me this is not restaurant the quality. Come on guys, that's Bachine. You saw me catch it, you saw me kind of clean it and cut it up, and that's the finished product there. Stew fish and cassava. Can't get a better fisherman's meal than that. Now it's time to dig in. Okay guys, so that was my Kosem version of stew fish and cassava. Like I said, it's very simple. Step by step you can follow it. It turned out into this wonderful meal right here. Stew fish and cassava. Okay, a quick taste for you guys on camera. Like I told you before, Bachine has to be one of my favorite inshore fish to eat. The meat on this thing is, I think it's seen in the camera, but it's absolutely fantastic. Let's try that cassava.
That was a big bite. But perfectly cooked as well. Okay guys, thanks for watching this episode of Coast and Fishing. Another catch and cook in the kitchen. If you guys enjoy these types of videos, let me know in the comments below. I'll keep on making them. Let me know what kind of fish you want to see me cook next. This was one of my favorite fish, like I said. Catch and cook, Bachine. Lesser Barracuda, or Sennet as they call them. Very delicious fish. And I hope you guys, if you make this meal, send me a picture, I'll post it up. Very simple. Fellas could cook too. Cook for the wife, cook for the girlfriend. She'll let you go fishing next week. If you come back later day, she will vex, cook fishing the next day. Score points, wife tax, you could cook, you know what I'm saying? So thanks for watching this episode of Coast and Fishing. Till the next one, keep fishing, get in the kitchen, cook our food, fish on.